Good evening and hello from Louisville, Kentucky. As always, I'm the Poor Horseman. Today I'm rocking my brand new straw hat. I love it. It goes fantastic with this shirt I have. So you may see me at Churchill Downs wearing this. If you do stop by and say hi, if you're a makeup artist, let me know because I need one for these videos. The Ohio River Valley is terrible for my allergies. You can see it in my eyes. I'm doing the best I can here, so bear with me. I don't have a makeup budget. I'm the Poor Horseman. So tonight's topic. You want to buy a racehorse. All right, so you're here because you're interested in buying a racehorse, obviously. But maybe you've told some of your friends and you've said, I want to buy a racehorse. What have they told you? Well, probably they've said, you are nuts. What do you think you're doing buying a racehorse? Well, I know this because that's how my journey started too. I went to a race and I thought, I really want to buy a racehorse. This looks like fun. I told some of my friends, they said, you're insane. And I thought they were right. But it turns out I did some research, talked to a friend, and I learned all about these horse racing syndicates where I shouldn't say poor, but everyday 9-to-5 people like you and I can actually buy into a racing syndicate, own part of a racehorse for hundreds of dollars. So that's great, that's exciting, but where do you start? Well, in my journey, what I found the best place to start was writing down a list, defining why do I want to own a racehorse. I mean, it would be fantastic. Of course, we all have derby dreams, right? We all want to be in the winner's circle, taking our picture with a garland of roses draped over our thoroughbred, but let's be realistic, that's pretty tough to find. So why do you really want to get into this? There's an old saying that says, if you want to make, I said it wrong, it's a joke, how do you make a small fortune in horse racing? Start out with a large fortune. So you're probably not in it for the money, and if you are, you're probably in the wrong area. So what do you want? So what I did is I made a list. What do I really want? And some of the items on my list were, I want to learn about horses. I want to learn how horses eat. I want to learn how horses sleep. I want to learn how they train, how they get ready for races, what they do before they race, what they do after the race, how do they play, how do you keep them loose, what do you do, how do the trainers interact with them. I also wanted to get in and see a horse develop from a young, playful foal into hopefully a champion, Triple Crown winning thoroughbred. Now again, Triple Crown, kind of crazy, but hey, one can dream. Point is, most of my list revolves around learning. I want to learn everything there is to know about racehorse ownership and the racehorse industry. So that said, what I'm looking for in a syndicate is one that will let me be fairly hands-on, one where I can visit the stable, I can visit the trainer, I can chat with the jockey, and just learn everything there is to know from all the professional horsemen out there. Now, that said, being as I am learning, I do not want a syndicate where I will have too much power. So I need one that has a very experienced staff that will make the hard decisions for the horses and maybe let me make some of the easier ones through vote with my peers. Now, in time, I hope to become an expert and maybe move on to make some of those hard decisions myself. But for my first racehorse, I'm looking for a syndicate where I can be hands-on and learn a lot. Now, I also mentioned I'd like to see a foal grow. So a lot of syndicates, they don't have foals. They're risky. But on the other hand, they're also inexpensive because a foal is an unproven commodity. You haven't seen it run yet. So by identifying the things that I want in a racing syndicate, what I want out of racehorse ownership, I'm really able to eliminate a lot of syndicates off my list. So as you're starting down your journey of racehorse ownership, the first thing I recommend you do is take an inventory, make a list, write it down of the things that you really hope to get out of this. And it's okay to dream, but if you're looking to get into horse racing just to get rich, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time and you're not going to enjoy it. That's not what the Poor Horseman's about. There's probably other sites for that. It's not the Poor Horseman. So make your list, identify why you want to get into the sport, jot down 5 to 10 things. Reach out to me on Twitter. I'm curious to know. At Poor Horseman, or visit the site www.poorhorseman.com. I look forward to hearing back from you, hearing all your responses, and saying goodnight from Louisville, Kentucky. As always, I'm the Poor Horseman, and I look forward to seeing you next time.